Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing about a quarter of what you say right now. So I tell you what, I'll just go through this, and then if you have a bunch of questions, we can you can just go back and forth and we'll do some more on it. So this is all cool, and we came up with what to do right here. Okay. And I'm going to talk about some things right now because I wrote them all down. Now I have to find them. Okay. SLOs. There's this. Hold on. I'm getting to the right page. Think. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Got it. So this is the page they want to go. This is right for me. And what she'd like here is one that really shows like three or four things around the person. And the more of those things that the person intersects with or likes, the more this page is for them. And I'll write this up for you, but one part is what they call functional nutrition. Um, and then there's another part. So there's basically people providing support are functional. What does that say? Functional something. Now I have to figure out what that says. But it's the functional stuff. So those are like people that work in a clinical setting. So if you work in a clinical setting, which would be, clinicians, acupuncturists, health practitioners, stuff like that, health counselors, MDs, they're delivering functional treatment, basically. Okay. And then there's educators that are delivering seminars, books, blogs, webinars, certificate programs, training sessions, professional development. So those are people providing support. So there's the functional people, there's the educators. So doing work, those are the functional people. Then there's the educators. And then there's the research part are people that are performing things like clinical trials, epidemiological studies, data collection, data analysis, and just basically searching for what works for a specific problem. So those are the kind of the keywords that come into three groups, and I'll write you up a little thing on that. And that's the image that will need to be made here, and maybe even a Viand. Yeah, and I am recording this. I'm still catching like one letter out of each thing that you say. So, um, but that's what we'll look at here. So three different things that all feed into one, and each of those things has a set. Say that again. Okay, still missing on that, but that's okay. Um, so that's what goes in here. And on this page, there's going to be, um, she likes more of a linear type thing, and people will jump on board wherever they're at. So let me, oh, okay. Okay. And so this one shouldn't be, this one, something like this would be okay. And the first part are people that are looking to learn about alternatives to pharmaceutical that are proven and successful. And then they want to know about the methods by which those work. So that's like, is it food, nutrition, amino acids? What are the principles of that? And then there are a list of actual treatments. So again, there's three. Education is really about alternatives to pharmaceuticals. Methods are people that have like the general thing that you do. And then treatments are more experience, uh, more direct, that would be diet, supplements, amino acid therapy. Okay. And so those two, I think we can work out, and I'll send you some notes on that. And then on this one, for networking, what they want is, and these can probably be two drop downs with a bunch of links in it. I'll just keep going here. That's okay. So the public one is a practitioners list. And yeah. And hold on a sec here. Okay. Um, and so the practitioner list will be something sort of like what you did for the job search program, where people can submit to be on it. And hi, welcome back. So they can submit to be on the practitioner list. This will be much, much, much like it'll be a lot like the job search one. And they want a calendar of events. And she loved the Google Calendar, like what we work off of. So we'll have to be able to learn how to put the Google Calendar into here. Shouldn't be a problem. It's embeddable. And then for the members only, there's a members forum. So this will be one tray, drop down tray, with links, and the members area will be a link to the members forum page, which is like that. This will be probably changed to members forum. And it's like a big discussion board. But oh no, it's part of the events. So the members forum is a monthly webinar, that's, I think, 2 hours long, and it's a case review, and the members can be on it and they get information, and it's more interactive than the other ones. So that's what the networking thing does. This is the public part of networking, and the members forum, which is basically a monthly webinar, is another one. And the join us button should be moved like what we did on the home page, where there's just another join us button right now. The access to treatment and methodology on public, there's a live 1 hour Zoom session once a month. And so that's how they'll get their access to more about treatments. And then a link to that page that had general description of nutrition and amino acid treatments, And some of those supportive treatments like acupuncture and things like that. But those should take a much more secondary role. They want that really kind of like, and if you take care of all the things in your life, this stuff works better. So that's on the public part. So again, this will be a drop down tray that will be there. Yeah, Friday morning, I think would be good actually. So that'll be cool. Um, and but we can go over these ones, and then this will be really a separate page that they can go to, or a tray full of them. And the members only is another 2-hour live and recorded in-depth forum. Okay, so that's their access to treatment and access to research. There is no one for members. It's really just a public blog and a recommended reading list. So we'll want to be able to make that recommended reading list look cool in some fashion. So that's that page. And then the seeking support page has education, methods, and protocols and practitioners. And we didn't really talk about this one too much, except that their education is really basically that same page. What is nutritional and amino acid therapy? A link to their blog, a link to the public reading list, and how to support therapies enhance results. So that all gets done under the education for people seeking support. For methods and protocols, it's sort of like a list of, this should say addiction, sort of like, here's a click, 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 click. Yeah. And when I look at those, you might want to consider this. Go see a list of practitioners for further information and for a real review, right? Because we'll have to make something that says this is very generic, but it'll give you an idea. Okay. And then this is again, the list of practitioners by specialization. So that's how far we've gotten. And I'll send you some more in-depth notes that look a little bit better than that. But a lot of it is on here and they're ready to go. And then I also have from the proposal, I'm going to take a look at having you do this one now. Admin and content, just the general ideas behind approved content for a site. And I'm going to make the case that the best way for them to do that is to use some templates. And those can either be InDesign or Photoshop or Word or something like that. That's very easy for a user to use, and then the intern can put it into the right shape. So I'll make this one up in the next day or so that you can do a Vyond on it. All right, so that's where we're at, and I'll post this recording into your DM. So there we go. I'll see you on Friday.